I'm probably going to severely regret pressing record on today's video, but let's see how it goes. If you want to see more of these, also just let me know. But my life is on the line here, and by life I'm being a little dramatic, but it depends on you, really. All I want to do is play a game, okay? The name of the game is Guess the Part 2 LR. Very simple, but don't go to the comments just yet, because there's 3 things I need you to comment. Also, there's, I think, 3 rules that you have to follow. 3 rules. I'm going to explain everything in this video, but if you don't pay attention, or if you're missing something, or don't include something, even if you get most of the information right, or you do exactly what I ask you to do, it's just not going to work. So you have to pay very close attention, include absolutely everything, and put as much thought into this as possible, because your big brain is really needed here, okay? Also, if I'm wheezing or coughing, whatever the case is, it's allergies, I apologize. Let's get into it. Here's what I need you to comment. Or I guess the first thing, is the name of the unit that you believe will be arriving for part 2 of the Golden Week celebration, of course, 2024 edition, right? The second thing you have to comment is the typing of the character that you believe will be arriving. So if you think it's going to be an L or Kid Buu, give me, Tech L or Kid Buu would be an example of that, right? You can separate it in your comments, or you can include it all in one sentence. That's fine, but as long as all those things are there. So typing and the name of the character or the unit. The third thing is a challenge you want to see me do, or perform, or go through, or something you want to see me suffer through on stream. If you guess the typing correctly and the name of the unit correctly, I will go live, or depending on what the challenge is, I will go ahead and record the challenge or do whatever the case is. If it requires face cam in some way, shape, or form, I will consider it. If it's simply just do face cam or something, then that's a little boring. I'm looking for tough challenges, or just really out of the box kind of things people want to see me go through, whatever the case is, right? But I thought this would be a fun idea to kind of get me to just do some wild ideas and stuff like that for content, but also to see how good people are at actually guessing. Because I always see these comments, oh, I guessed the L, or I called it, blah, blah, blah. Let's see. But here are the rules, okay? Here are the rules, and pay very close attention. Rule number 1. You have to get the name of the unit correctly. This is a big one, because it seems very simple, okay? But you have to get it correct. What do I mean by that? Let me pull up, I do have one example here, but let me pull up this character here as an example as well, okay? This is what I mean. First of all, I do not care about this here. Pressed for time, you don't have to get that correct. I do not care about that. It's just the name of the unit. So in this case, if I was doing this challenge before Golden Week, you would have had to guess Super Saiyan 3 Goku Angel, okay? Every part of this name is very important. If you try to guess, let's say Super Saiyan 3 Goku, but you forgot Angel, and the character came out to be, as it is, Angel, then you would have gotten it wrong. You have to guess the name exactly as it says or states on the card. Now, there is a little bit of leeway, okay? So for example, on this card, it is Goku and Vegeta Angel. But let's say you say Vegeta Angel and Goku, then that's okay, because you got all the characters, you got it right. You just mix up the order, that's perfectly okay. But if you said Goku Angel and Vegeta, that wouldn't have counted, because it's not Goku Angel and Vegeta, it's Goku and Vegeta Angel. So the name of the unit has to be correct. You also cannot do, and I know some people are going to say, oh, I think it's going to be Goku, or Base Goku, or Super Saiyan 3 Goku. Did I say Base Goku twice? Base Goku, or Super Saiyan 2 Goku, or Super Saiyan 3 Goku with a Gotenks or Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks character. There's none of that. You have to be very confident in your answer and say, you know what, I think it's going to be a Base Goku and Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks, or a Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks and a Super Saiyan 3 Goku. You have to be very specific with your answer. You can't try and, have a fail-safe for your answer. Be very specific, because if you get one of the transformations wrong, your answer is wrong. You have to get the name of the character correct. Another thing is, if you believe the character is going to have some type of transformation or fusion or some sort of something, you have to mention that as well, okay? And this may seem a little hard, but if I'm gonna put my butt on the line and do some crazy challenge, then you got to put in some effort up front, all right? So if you think it's gonna be a Goku and Vegeta Angel who fuse into Super Vegito, you'd have to guess Goku and Vegeta Angel who fuse into Super Vegito. You don't have to give me the conditions or whatever the case is, but that's basically that. The name of the character has to be the name that you put in. The second rule is the typing has to be correct. I was considering, giving you like a cushion. So let's say you said AGL. It could be AGL or maybe Tech, right? But there's only 5 typings. I know someone in the comments is going to get the LR correctly. Guess the LR correctly. The question is, will they get the typing correctly? And that's where, I have another, space to breathe here. You have to guess the typing correctly, and you have to guess the name of the character as it appears on the card. It can be mixed up, as in, the characters are not in order, but as long as all the names are there that you mentioned are on the card, you're good to go. If the typing is listed correctly, you are good to go. The third rule is, and this is kind of like an all-encompassing rule, but you can't cheat, okay? So you can't go back and edit your comment. If your comment is edited in any way, shape, or form, it does not count. So whatever submission you have is it. Also, no double or triple or whatever, only one submission per person. All right? And if I suspect some double, account shenanigans, then I'm going to be on that, all right? So just don't worry about that, okay? I'll have my Mr. Baby team look thoroughly into these comments, because I know what you guys be planning, okay? I know the typical commenters on the channel and how many times I can see all those analytics, so don't try and mess with me, all right? No editing your comments, no double comment, of course, no multiple accounts, because I can easily see that. Another thing you have to mention or keep in mind is, if Dokkan releases a teaser, I'm not going to accept any guesses after that teaser drops. Right? I think that makes sense. If they release some very obvious teaser, then everyone in the comments is going to say, oh, Kid Buu, and then at that point, it's just 1 out of 5 chance they get the type in correctly. So the day the Dokkan releases a teaser for this Part 2 LR, I'm not accepting any comments whatsoever. If there's any hint anywhere regarding the parts, I don't care if someone leaks it. The moment they leak that, you cannot comment under this video. So basically, the time that we're in the dark about the Part 2 LR is the only time that you can comment. The moment someone has some epiphany, someone wakes up and chooses violence and chooses to, leak the Part 2 LR, if any of that happens, guesses from that point on do not count at all, okay? So keep that in mind. I believe those are all the rules. Those are the ones that I wrote down if I can actually speak English. There may be another rule or two that I'll pote. What does pote mean? There's another rule. There may be another rule or two that I'll put in the comments of this the video, and I'll probably just pin it or something like that in case there's something else that I can think of. But again, I'm experimenting with this because I'm very curious to see if you are as good of a guesser as you say you are. And I'm not talking to anyone else watching this. I'm talking about you. I'm putting you on the line here. And of course, the challenge has to be somewhat within reason, like I mentioned. It has to be somewhat. I'm willing to go crazy for these challenges. I'm willing to do most things, but you gotta relax. Let's see how this goes though. So if you're up for it, feel free to comment. If you're not, I guess you can watch and spectate as I probably lose my sanity from the challenges I'll probably have to be doing for this kind of video. So hopefully you enjoyed. I'm excited to see what the comment section looks like, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care and peace.